Yo! Welcome to the Truth on Still Love podcast brought to you by your boy Brandon. Today we doing something a little different, you know what I'm saying? We doing a podcast with my boy FLVCK30. You feel me? You know? My boy not only a artist, well he's an artist, you feel me, all around artist. He's not only just a rapper, he draw, haircuts, all that, beats. The man do it, he do it, you know? So we locking in.
I reach me at social medias on FLVCK30 on all platforms, really.
Yes sir. My boy just dropped some shit on SoundCloud and shit. He been dropping. Definitely go check him out. We gonna put the link in the bio and shit. For sure. So Jay, bro, tell us how you started. You know what I'm saying? How did you start first with music? When did you start doing music?
Shit, really, like, as long as I can remember, I called myself, like, rapping in motherfucking, like, kindergarten and shit, like, writing little raps and shit. But I, like, always liked music, but I ain't really started, like, taking it serious to be like, oh, damn, I want to rap. Until, like, I was, like, in 7th grade, we was doing, like, poetry and shit. And then, I forget what it was called.
Yeah.
We was doing, like, poetry and shit. And then I, like, started seeing that I had, like, a little something extra to say, you know, like, no average person and shit. So I just started, like, winging it with that. Just started realizing that, damn, like, music, like, my other way to, like, express myself and shit. And then just read that shit since then.
Facts. So what made you just jump to music? Like why you?
Really, like, my mom and dad, they always was, like, involved with music. Like, my dad, he used to hang around, like, with old school artists and shit, like, back in the day. And my mom, she just had, like, good music taste and shit. So, like, it was, like, everything from, like, just being in the crib. My mom used to do hustle. And then, like, she'd, like, be playing music and all of that shit. And then we just, like, tune in, me and my brother. Always just being around that shit. So I think, like, with having, like, people who had good music taste, I knew what, like, good music was, type shit.
Facts. What your genre? What do you think like your type of music is? If you could describe your sound, what would you say?
I said, like, I try to, like, make, like, I'm trying music. If I really think about it, I say, like, I just like to make music. I try to go for, like, a little timeless type thing. Like, if you hear it, like, now or later, like, it still be rough. But I like more so just, like, feel good music. Like, I don't think it gotta be, like, no particular, like, I mean, like, love music, I mean, like, R&B. But I be on a hip-hop tip, or just, like, but, like, trying to spread different types of messages and vibes. Cause, like, even in my songs, I ain't really just saying shit. You feel me? Like, I just like to make that vibe, but, like, everybody can get together and tee up a vibe out all the same way type shit.
Bro. Fact. I ain't gonna lie, bro, music definitely got like a bounce to it, bro, like, for real. I can't really say I don't really like comparing people, you know what I'm saying? Type shit, so, bro, definitely in his own lane with the shit.
That's another thing, too, like, I like to put on, like, the Chicago sounds as well.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like we, like, most definitely, like, a little slept on city, but it's, like, a lot of talent coming out this bitch. But at the same time, Chicago got its own little sound, too, so I like to, like, promote that a lot.
Facts.
Just to show that we got shit as well. Not like it's, like, New York and they the only ones making, like, some type of bounce with this shit. Cause, like, if you really think about it, Chicago been doing, like, a lot of shit for a little bit.
For real. We been talented. Out west, low-key, and you from out west, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, like, he got out west type of, it's not just it's not the typical out west shit, but it got an out west type of groove to it, you know what I'm saying?
Cause that out west shit, it's just like, it's more like a bounce, like a vibe. You get jiggy with that shit, type shit.
And then for people who don't know about out west is out west Chicago, obviously, you got it. But out west is more of the party side, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people be understanding that, you know, like West Fifi on the block type of shit. So if your city, whatever side your city is, whatever city you in, and it's a side that's like known for just partying and getting money, like that's how our side is.
Yeah. That fast pace, tight money getter, all of that type shit.
I was been known for that though.
Yeah,
Been known for that. We had niggas like Twister. Yo, Twister, you know him, but
One of my homies, that's his uncle.
Bro, I didn't know Twister wasn't, to me growing up, Twister was big, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know Twister wasn't as big as, you know what I'm saying, people, as we thought.
He was more like, the thing is, what you would see, cause like back then, he had like hella radio plays and shit, but like, he was real like Chicago based.
Facts. But you can tell us that when motherfuckers growing up, motherfuckers thought he was.
He got something with Kanye.
You feel me? Motherfuckers thought he was just up there. But yeah, man, transitioning into what was next? What art did you pick up next? Cause you do a lot of art.
So like when I was in high school and shit, like when I went into high school, I ain't really like even. I knew I still was like to do music and shit. But I had my like little dynamic in my crib.
Yeah.
It was like, I had type parents, they see what you like to do, they gonna strip that shit and be like, hey, yeah, you can't do that shit. So, what I had transitioned to next was photography and shit. Cause like, when I was in high school, I started that shit like, rather motherfuckers see it or not, I started that shit like early on, like, we going all the way back to like 2014, 2015. And like the photography little realm, it was decent back then, but it wasn't like, how you got everybody taking pictures and shit. Nah,
right.
It wasn't like that back then. So I remember I grabbed like some of my friends and shit like that, like niggas who like into the fashion and shit. Like right now, they had we just go around Chicago and shit taking pictures. It's like trying to be different type shit. So I got into like the photography little thing, which I always thought like that shit was like hand in hand with like the music. Scene.
Facts.
And then like, shit, really, I got into like a whole lot of different things like around that time. But after like the music shit was photography, then you fast forward a little bit, I actually ended up like producing my when I was 18. Cause I had moved with my dad and shit. My dad a DJ, so he had got like this little program for me and shit, and then from there he was just like, you need to start learning how to make beats and shit because one day you ain't gonna really pay.
And this was high school?
It was summer of like my senior year, so I was going to college and shit. I was going to college for sure.
Hey, if y'all don't know, we went to the same high school too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
moves.
I'm gonna definitely take that out. No doubt. Okay. Right, so you been, so the beat shit ain't no new shit then?
Yeah, no, like really I started, to be honest with you, I was like trying to make beats like a long ass time ago. Maybe like when I was like sophomore, freshman in high school, but like I had got like, times were different back then too, cause like I remember like, it was like a little vibe of like when like, that old school type music was going on, and I had brought like one of them like, you know them little beat machines with the pads and shit.
Yeah.
I got one of them, but it wasn't like how I thought it would work. So I was like interested in it, but I ain't really like go further than that. But then when I got my computer finally, that's when like 2017, that's when the shit really kicked off.
Facts.
And then I started like learning how to like engineer. Fucking do all of that shit. Shit just go hand in hand with music.
Facts, I'm bro. Right away. So okay, you picked up music, photography, beats, all around. It's kind of like around the same time. You know what I'm saying? A similar time frame. So when did you get into drawing?
Shit, really, drawing, that shit always been around my life too, cause my dad, he an artist. Like, I'm talking about like real big, like painting like little big ass canvases, murals, all of that shit. So like, growing up around my pops and shit, like, I just seen him drawing, so I just kind of like, me and my brother picked up on it. My brother, the real one, who really be like drawing. So like when we got into like more, cause I always like wherever I was at, I'd be in college, school, whatever. I like just draw on a little paper, be doodling and shit. But then like when I started seeing my brother going crazy, cause he got like a whole little clothing brand and all that shit. He was really going crazy in the art scene, and he's still going crazy to this day. But I started seeing him doing his shit, and it was just like I already knew how to draw, so I was more like got influenced by what my brother was doing and all the noise he was making.
Yeah.
And I just like, it's like, hey, shit, motherfucker gonna tap into that, cause I already know I'm a little decent with that. I ain't started taking it serious till like I had got like a little canvas and shit. My first time around, I was like trying to experiment with the shit. And then I remember I had posted something on Instagram. And I was originally supposed to like make it for this other dude. And then I had this one dude hit me up. Nigga was like, hey, like, you be selling your paintings and shit? Nah, but like, I'm open to selling them and shit.
Yeah.
And then buddy was like, just throw a price. And then I was like, I was hesitant during that time because I'm like, damn, I don't even know how much my shit worth type shit.
Facts.
But when he told me the name of price, that just let me know like how like the art game could be. It's just like you show your word behind your shit and you say what you think your shit for. It's like motherfuckers that believe in that shit.
Facts.
And that's why like I always started taking art serious because it's like it's a business behind it other than just like making arts and drawings and shit. It's like more like you got pieces that speak to people enough to like where they want to buy that shit. So that's why I always fell in love with the art. Cause it's like money behind it. Rather you, like I say, everything I do go hand in hand down with music or like some sort of like fashion or some shit.
Yeah, facts, man. I ain't okay. Hey, we gonna definitely take pictures of this shit because he definitely hard with the art, bro. I ain't gonna cap. There's some shit like right here. I'm looking at hard as fuck. You know, I done told you some shit about Didn't I ask you about some shit about making some shit? Oh, bro, hard with the shit. You make cover art too?
Yeah.
Facts,
See, like I said, all them things where you just got a creative eye, it like go hand in hand. Like I could easily be like, shit, motherfuckers finna make a motherfucker cover art. Motherfuckers finna, I could do a photo shoot for a motherfucker cover art.
Oh, bro.
Like later on in the future, like I say, I'm just a nigga that really like do a lot of shit. But everything that I do, should I try to be good at it, at my best capacity.
Fact, bro. That's all we can do. Hey, man. You be doing your shit though, bro. Real talk. I fuck with you.
Bro, you too, man.
Hey, you already know. You know. We gonna make it out of this bitch.
Bro, it's crazy how motherfuckers like end up like tuning in, like living at the same little unit type shit. Not expecting that shit ever. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I remember we neighbors too. You feel me? Shit crazy. I remember I seen you. I'm like, what the fuck?
Cause bro, I swear to God, I was like, one day I'm looking out the window, cause I just moved in and I seen you. I'm like, oh, bro, I ain't seen this man since.
Bro. Since downtown. Bro.
I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Then after that, shit, decent at the same.
Bro. And that's what I'm saying. We gotta lock in, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. But that's partly on me though too, cause I feel like sometimes I be and it's probably everybody's problem, just overthinking shit, you know.
It be overthinking, it be fucking scheduling shit. Cause like I said, I just entered in the fatherhood year, so it's like a lot of shit. You see what I mean? I'm trying to like have it make sense for everybody type shit. Like you feel me, motherfucker be having just little new father issues. Like that shit be hard to like mix in with the shit you trying to do, cause that always going with like shit, like relationships and like having a person who support like what journey you trying to go down. Facts. Not everybody, you feel me, you involved with gonna be seeing eye to eye with that shit. And shit, sometimes it just might take time for them to see your same vision, but I feel like I was going through a lot of process because like as an adult, when you trying to run shit up and you know you got something to offer as far as like creatively or like entertainment wise, it's like it's money out here for that and it's opportunities out here for that. But like you feel me, I just was like coming to the point, can't keep waiting for opportunity. Like you gotta get on top of this shit because as much as we want it and as much as we got a vision, it's like 10,000 other people out here. Same little vision. So it's like I'm treating this shit as a race.
Facts. And I ain't gonna lie, I had to come to terms with that. Like, understand that everybody ain't gonna see that shit the way you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with homies, I used to be like, damn, Joe, like, you know, like, why y'all ain't like fully supporting the motherfucker? But then I had to understand, like, I'm not really fully putting myself out there either. You know?
Yeah. And that's another thing too, like, with the artist shit, it's like, cause anybody could be great artists and shit like that, but like, the shit that go behind this shit as far as like promoting yourself, fucking being consistent, like all of that shit, and when you going through the courses of life, it's like, damn, like, you be looking sometimes and be like, do I even have the time to do this shit? Because just as much as shit don't start for us, everybody, like literally everybody got like a little own business they running. So it's like money and time don't wait for nobody.
Fucking facts, man. That's what I'm saying, motherfucker gotta get on that shit. Like, the first step is motherfucker starting your shit. Just whatever you doing, just start your shit. Whatever it is, just start it. You feel me? That shit is not gonna be perfect off rip. You know? But over time it's gonna make sense, you know, so. And it's for everybody that want to start whatever the fuck you want to start, whether it's art, motherfucking shit, whatever, you know. But you had mentioned fatherhood, and I was gonna ask you about that, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a kid, you know what I'm saying? So how's fatherhood treating you? What's the biggest thing you learned so far?
Shit, well, I had my kid and my daughter. When I found out I was having a daughter, that was like a eye-opener already. Because it was like, I had my little trials and tribulations with the females and shit like that. So it just like made like a different viewpoint of like, not women in general, but having a thing where you like, you gotta, it's not about you no more. I feel like that's the hardest part, because we all human and we all trying to figure it out just as the next person. I don't even think at this point, I feel like when you reach the age or you reach the lifetime where you by yourself type shit, you was in adulthood, so it was like more like about like, I was young, I'm still am young type shit, but I had my daughter, and it made me realize that like, how much more work you have to put in, because now that I have somebody that's looking up to me type shit, it's like I have to lead by the best example. But like the hardest thing in fatherhood was like, sometimes we think we gotta have it perfect. And I'm not saying I don't have it perfect, but it's like, as a father, and when you give a fuck, you gonna wanna damn near have it perfect, because it's like, you don't never want somebody either A, going through the shit you had to go through coming up, or you just trying to not create an environment where like your kids can't rely on you as a father and shit like that. So it's like a lot of things where I'm like, the journey that I'm going through as a father, it's like a thing that you can't explain to nobody. It's like, you gotta go on your own trial. Just like as a mother gotta do her own little shit, father gotta learn their own ways. And I think that in the beginning years of fatherhood, you really learn how to be a provider, because that shit not something that come off of like back like that. So that's like, it's like little parts in it that's hard, but when you come to like raising somebody that's like your own and shit like that, shit, it's a beautiful thing, but it's most definitely AP hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Probably one of the hardest things you'll face, because not everything gonna go the way you had planned. So it's been good. It's been like maturing me just to see like future-wise what I want and what I want, like how hard I need to work. Cause like before, I can't even remember life without having a kid no more. Like that's how real this shit is. But it's like before, you feel me? I ain't never used to shit. If I ain't have a job or like if I ain't have no work, it was on me. Now it's like, I look at little things and like, little habits that I had in the past they gotta get corrected. Cause like I said, now I got somebody looking up to me.
Right.
And I can't fuck up.
Right.
So it's like a big little understanding little thing really.
Right. Hey man, and you doing good with that shit too, bro. Okay.
Yeah,
How old you is too?
24, 25.
Bro, a young nigga, man. Young nigga. Bro, young nigga. Talk. And your daughter, how she is?
My daughter, she 1 year old. She just turned 1, September 23rd.
Facts. Happy belated to her. Happy belated. That's good. Real talk, you know. So like, when did you start cutting?
I started cutting around like COVID time, and I remember because I had like waves during this time, and as you know, nobody was getting no haircuts and shit. Cause everything was down to shut down, and the barbers there was cutting hair was taxing like a motherfucker.
Like
shit.
a motherfucker.
So I remember one day I was at the studio. I was working at the studio during the time, and there was this dude named Lenny. So I'm thirsty as hell to get a haircut. So he cut my homie hair good. This nigga cut my shit, fucked me up bad as hell. And I was like, from that day, I was like, you know what? I'm not finna be paying nobody to fuck me up. So like, I remember like I was always interested in cutting her. It was just like, cause like I said, my OG used to cut her. She used to cut our hair like up until we started wanting to go to the barbershop type shit. And she was decent too. It was just like, I think every little nigga gonna wanna hit the barbershop sooner rather than later. But I started seeing, I'm like, during COVID, that was a time where you didn't really even need to be spending no money on like little shit is like a haircut. Like, yeah, that's a want and shit like that. But I was just like I could save hella money if I learn how to do this myself.
Facts.
Cause I got an eye for like I say, the fashion and shit and like what look good, what don't. So I started around 2019, and like surprisingly, the thing was I was good at like chorus hair, like black people hair and shit. Cause I was like, I just had my own idea, like on my own hair type shit. So I ain't really started learning like the importance of cutting hair till like I started like cutting my little Hispanic homie friends and shit, cause they got straight hair. I remember my first little homie, he was Puerto Rican, fucked his ass up first time. And then like from that day I started taking it more serious, cause like I was looking and I'm like, damn, like this what it feel like to fuck a motherfucker up while you cutting their hair. And I was like, I never wanted to have that shit again. So I started really like locking in, like watching like little videos. This on my spare time, you feel me? Just like watching them bitches like TV shows, going on YouTube, how to do a taper fade, how to do a tint fade, how to do a drop fade, all of that shit, how to understand a straighter hair. And then I just started like practicing more and more, and I ain't never like get up, like let up with that shit. I just kept going, like even through all like mistakes that I did make, I noted them bitches out, and I just kept getting better, like with my detail on the haircuts and shit like that.
Facts, bro. Fucking bro, man. That's what's up, man. Okay.
So this 2019, it's 2020, 2021, 2022. Cut it out for 4 years.
You feel me?
And it seemed like yesterday I just started.
Okay. And you could tell how you getting better and shit.
Yeah. Cause I could even tell like when I first started cutting your hair when we moved over here, like to like 9. I just like you shit through haircuts, you learn people hair and shit like that. You know exactly what they trying to get, what you need to do, all of that shit to help people hair. Cause I had homies and shit that had receding hairlines and all of that shit. I had like they've been going to barbershops all their life. I help fix their shit, everything. Cause it's just like I see that detail and certain shit. I really put people on, get them looking right type shit.
Fucking bro. Bro, I ain't gonna cap. That's why I was fucking with you. I'm like, yeah, bro got it. You know what I'm saying? I know over time, I'm starting to understand that shit too. Like, over time, you just keep doing that shit. It might not be what it is at first, but over time, that shit gonna make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the more repetitions you get better, regardless of whatever you're doing. You know, so, and that's for the people that, you know, again, just keep going. Do whatever you gotta do. Like, don't worry about it, you know? Like, if that's your passion, that shit gonna fall in line, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know how I got into, well, nah, I do know how I got into the podcast shit, but that was some do some shit. I don't know.
What made you even want to start like doing a podcast and shit?
Bro, I seen I think this was around 2022 or some shit like that. I don't know. But it was recent though. Well, last year. But like, you know, podcasts became like real heavy. You know what I'm saying? And YouTube became real heavy. So I just like, yeah, Joe, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And then I ain't gonna cap. I was listening to I was looking at like Joe Budden, motherfucker, DJ Academics, $1 Million Worth of Game, Matt Hoffman, you know what I'm saying? And a nigga from Chicago, like King Yellow, the little GD nigga.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? Like, but he a motherfucking baller though. But I was just like, oh man, like, he really, I ain't even gonna cap. You feel me? He really one of the motherfuckers that I seen like, oh, okay. Cause I knew his ass rap, but I never listened to his music and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I seen him like, when you see a motherfucker pivot and then like they start doing good at something, you know what I'm saying? And like you can tell their life is like progressing and shit. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? So why not? And then I put that shit on Snapchat one day. The motherfucker's like, yeah, you should do it. Da da da. So I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's, you know, all that shit just aligned. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna do that shit. You know? And yeah, you know.
So, shit, what's your goal? What you feel like your goals gonna be like future ones with the podcast and shit like?
Shit, honestly, my goal just to put motherfuckers really okay. So the podcast shit, in my head, like the way I want the shit is I don't want it to be no messy shit and no like fluky shit. Cause I see a lot of shit. A lot of podcasts where they just interview motherfucking rappers and shit and they talking about beef and all that other shit. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on, like as far as beef wise and all that other shit. That ain't really never gonna be one of my questions. You know what I'm saying? Like my shit is like just to show motherfuckers like yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like if you a truck driver, for example, like this motherfuckers, you don't gotta just be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Whatever passion you have, that shit can make you a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's truck driving, you feel me? Like, it's niggas that make hella money, you feel me? Off truck driving or motherfucking, if you want to be a teacher, you know what I'm saying? Like, be the best teacher you can be, you feel me? And that shit gonna make money, you feel me? Like, one of the big things, don't never worry about the money. Like, you gotta worry about, like, what you like. And then that shit gonna fall in line, you know what I'm saying? Type shit, so. Just trying to show, like, motherfuckers, people that ain't got like all the spotlight yet, or you know what I'm saying, just trying to show some positive shit for the city for the first part, like the city, you know, like a lot of motherfuckers ain't doing a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to do. I told you about like the round table talks and shit, like and technically this is the THL Truth, Honesty, and Love podcast mobile. You feel me? Like type shit. This the portion where we on the go. You know what I'm saying? So like that's a different portion, and just try to branch out with a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, create business within a business. You know? Type shit. So it's gonna make more sense. You know what I'm saying? The more I do this shit, though. You know? Type shit. So. You know. Hey, but when you gonna drop that video, bro?
Shit, man, me and my videographer, he been chopping it up, and he like kind of like indecisive, cause like already like how I be coming with shit.
Yeah.
That's why I be hesitant on like making videos, cause like I'm a nigga though, type shit. Like when I get people like send me their videos or like what they gonna make for me, I'm very like picky. So I know coming with like a photography background, like how I want my shit to be coming, and I just like. When it come to that shit, I won't rush it, because it's like I'm not no nigga that's just like I see what people be doing when they be like, oh yeah, like you post a video and they get better and better and better and better type shit. I be getting that, but like the standards I set for myself, like, I cannot like stoop down to like anybody. Like I can't lowball myself with that shit, because it's like I know I got greater like visions and shit like that. So. We working on that shit, so as soon as he get done with like the little critiques, like, hey, that shit most definitely gonna be dropping. and with many more on the way after that.
Well, bro, what's some shit? What's some songs you just dropped on YouTube? I mean, on SoundCloud.
I just dropped this song. The last one I dropped was a song called Martian, but like I ain't really like promote that shit like how I wanted to, cause around that time, shit, I had just lost my job and shit. So like I was just like, shit, like I say, with the real artist shit, like real artist shit, you be going through your real life shit and you simply just don't have time to keep up with certain shit. But like, as long as I can, like I said, I'm trying to get shit back in order so I can most definitely just push this shit and promote myself in a different light, because I don't want to just be known. I feel like in the past, I let a lot of people know what was going on type shit. Now I'm trying to like just transition shit to show like motherfuckers that I got like shit in control as a father, as a entrepreneur, as a creator, like all of that shit. I'm trying to get shit in lock with my life before I can ever like present to the masses and social media like this lifestyle that I'm trying to like propose to them. Cause I feel like if I ain't got it right now, there ain't even no point in me flexing like I got it, or like flexing like I'm in a better mood. Like I feel like when I get my shit in order, most definitely motherfuckers gonna see the difference. And that's what I believe. Like I just feel like as an artist, you gotta know yourself. You gotta know how you see what you can handle, what you gonna present yourself as, how you gonna come with certain shit.
Hey, check and see it. Make sure that's on. You know?
Yeah.
Alright, we're good. But yeah, keep going, bro.
But yeah, as far as with that shit, I'm just trying to like make sure everything on point. Just so like motherfuckers don't just settle in just for whatever type shit.
I don't think people understand though, like being an artist, bro, like this shit is all forms of art, bro. Like this shit is being an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta make money, you feel me? You gotta put that shit together, and then when you ain't got a team behind you, this shit, you got a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think a lot of people understand that. Some people, they be like, damn, Joe, like, why you ain't dropping shit, da da da, or why you ain't do this? Like, my real life ain't even going right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, type shit.
That's one thing I just believe, like, I just feel like I said, being an artist is like a business, so you wouldn't go into like an interview or like even like a event, like you feel me, where motherfuckers gonna be at and then just not be on your best behavior type shit, cause niggas gonna start looking at you. And one thing people gotta understand, rather you the toughest, most money getting, I get the most bitches, whatever for it. If you ain't got yourself in order, niggas gonna notice that, and then they gonna decipher whether to take you serious or not. And I ain't never wanna be in a position where like I ain't got people taking me serious for what I do. Cause like I put like a lot of like passion behind this shit. I don't ever wanna have motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, like you just like a regular ass everyday motherfucker. Cause it's like I believe everybody that I tie myself with, like we not no regular ass niggas. So it's like that's why I be like, I'm just trying to make sure when I get to the point I know I'm at, that I show people what it mean to be an artist. Like this shit wasn't no overnight shit. This shit wasn't no I got famous tomorrow off a song. Nah, it was just a lot of hard work. It was a lot of like doubtful days. And I want to be the real motherfucker to show that shit, to be like, hey, like shit, I ain't get shit. If I get on type shit, I ain't get on till I was an adult. Why? Because I had to learn certain things that I didn't understand back then. Like you see like a lot of these artists, they get on while they're young, and it's like they trying to keep up with like motherfuckers just think it's shit sweet type shit, and then they put themselves in situations. It's like niggas either dead or in jail. Now you can't even live off the like hard work that you did. So like, I be trying to like understand all that, why this shit is important to me, why I need to keep like grinding the way I do, staying positive the way I do, and not letting like other shit change my like viewpoints. Cause I feel like nowadays in music, it's all about motherfuckers trying to like, oh yeah, I'm the toughest this, I'm the toughest that. And I'm more like trying to show motherfuckers that you can have fun with this shit and you could create different type of vibes. Like I said, I know motherfuckers be wanting to get teed and shit.
Facts.
But there's different ways to do it. Like I'm just trying to like propose everything and calculate everything right, cause I feel like I could do that shit for the city, and I feel like the city, our city need that the most.
Real. They need motherfuckers to step outside the box, cause right now I feel like we in a copycat type of league. You know what I'm saying? Not even just the city, just I feel like Chicago influenced the whole world, except like probably Cali or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they culture is so deep. You know what I'm saying over there. Atlanta got their own wave. I respect that shit. You feel me? Type shit. But besides that, like every other city got like some type of. Oh, Detroit too. I'm fucking with Detroit. How they got that shit going. You know what I'm saying? But besides that shit, like you can't say too many other cities that got like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You feel me? New York, they definitely took some shit from us for real.
See, the thing with New York. They was like the original motherfucking, I feel like, hip hop people and shit. Like, they created that wave, like, lyrical ass niggas and shit like that. But, like, nah, you feel me? Like I say, it's popular for everybody to try to be the toughest nigga type shit. And it's just like, half the time, some of these niggas don't even live that lifestyle. For real. And you can tell, like I say, like, one thing I say with Chicago motherfuckers, if you grew up in this shit, you ain't trying to too much even stay within the means of the shit. Yeah, like everybody trying to make it out. That's why like you will see like a lot of Chicago motherfuckers, especially at an older aspect, you trying to come with some positive shit. You know how that negative shit get. You know.
And don't nobody motherfuckers really grew up in this shit, so motherfuckers don't be wanting to. This shit is the farthest motherfuckers. Motherfuckers do not want to be in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is tired of that shit. Tired of waking up and you hearing gunshots outside your house or some shit, or like there's always some shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like eventually that shit gets a wearing on you. Like you know, I want a peace of mind, man. Like
that's down there while like like end up moving over here because like when I had my daughter, it was just like shit. I was in a Garfield Park, and I'm just like I don't really want. Oh, for me it was cool to stay over there, but like I said, when you got your kids and shit, it was just like damn, like, and then too, like I say, my baby mama, she not even from that part of the way, like shit. So it was like a lot of shit. I was like damn, like I'm gonna move up north to try to make sure shit gonna be good, but it's like even over here, you still got your little shit, like it's just like one thing I'm seeing and one thing where I'm kind of grinding harder to do my shit. It's like really like anywhere in Chicago you go. It's really gonna be like, it's the same thing, but it's different like dynamics type shit. Like you move to a white neighborhood, it's gonna be more like motherfuckers looking at you, trying to make sure they in their safety when you ain't even really too much worried about their ass. You move to a Hispanic neighborhood, you like the same thing, so it's like, it feel like it's never like a never ending escape type shit. Facts. Like you always gotta like prove yourself somehow, and like I'm at the point now, I'm done trying to prove myself and just trying to like advance.
Especially to motherfuckers that don't mean shit like this shit. We be proving ourselves to motherfuckers that's in the same situation as us. Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you only gonna be, you gonna go as far as the people around you. You know, like. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that shit. Like, you gotta get away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is about growth. This shit ain't about doing the same shit over and over. Like, you hitting your head on the same shit. When you gonna get tired of that shit?
And that's why I say everything will really start with us. How bad you wanna get out this shit. Like I said, I feel like you gotta go through your little trials and tribulations to see how bad you don't want to be in certain situations. Exactly. And that's like why every day, like I never look down upon a low point in life, because it's like, shit, you was never at that low, you ain't gonna never know what it feel like to wanna be up higher and shit. You know, you gotta be at a low point to humble yourself and then recognize like the power that you got within yourself type shit.
Facts, man. And don't be scared, bro, to be different, bro. Like, type shit. And if they saying if it's people around you that's like, oh man, you doing some different shit, bro, don't be around them motherfuckers. Like,
and what I have to understand too, cause I used to get so like hurt over this shit, is like understanding that when you an artist, your shit may not be for everybody.
Exactly.
And I had to like really understand that shit, because I used to take a lot of shit to heart and be like, damn, like, I'm putting all this shit behind this shit. And I feel like motherfuckers ain't listening to like what I gotta say type shit.
Right.
But it was just like, when I had to start noticing, it was motherfuckers actually, like, out there that was actually listening to what I was saying.
Right.
And waiting on me to like release shit. But when I started thinking about that shit more, I was like, you know, and I had to break this down too, like to my being and everything. I'm like, bro, like this music shit, it's not like, sometimes, some days it feel like it ain't even just a hobby. You keeping a beard or you cutting off?
Nah, cut this shit.
It's like, some days I feel like this shit not even just like a hobby. Like I feel like I gotta do this shit.
Right.
Cause I got to help so many people. And I have helped many people, like a lot of artists who beginning or like seeing that they want to like do music and shit. Like I'll like helping them and like establishing like a sound for them, and then just letting them know that this shit capable. So shit.
Facts. Bro, I just put some shit out on YouTube, bro. This little song about my homie from Florida and shit. Like, the shit wasn't even mixed, bro. I put that shit out like 2-3 days ago. You feel me? Like, put that shit up on Snapchat one time. You feel me? Like, and then put a picture up on IG one time. You feel me, bro? So I'm going. The next day I wake up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Next day I wake up, I see this message, but it's in Spanish, bro. So on YouTube, you know you can translate that shit to English. This nigga like, man, Joe, I sat and smoked to all your music. I'm vibing out, keep going, support from Child.
Child?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is Child? I looked that shit up, I'm like, damn, that bitch is self-made. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know who listening, man, and who needs your shit, you know?
And that's the thing too, like with like this that's and shit, like how you could look and see like how you touch on people like in different countries type shit. That'd be the rawest thing, cause like them niggas don't even know what we saying, but we got other ears just listening that you can might not necessarily know what the fuck you saying, but they feel that shit.
Right.
And that's like the most inspiring thing I feel like about just doing music, when you could feel like you could touch a whole like different dynamic of people,
You know,
and make it seem like this shit worth it.
you know. That shit crazy. I used to downplay that shit like, oh man, like, this shit probably ain't even real. You know what I'm saying? But hell no, that shit real, bro. Like,
Really, see, the thing is, it's like a lot of people from them like third world countries or other countries, like they looking up to us type shit.
Bro.
They're like, oh, like these niggas is like, they ain't even gonna see it as like how you see it as like, oh yeah, like I might not necessarily even be famous. They looking at it as like, damn, this nigga doing music.
Yeah.
He recording, I can't even record. Like he doing what we can't.
bro, like, I ain't gonna cap, and I had shit like that. Cause when I started music, it was in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, and motherfuckers used to be like, hey, B, like, you hard, what the band, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I always used to downplay shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at this party one time, Joe. Swear to God, like, I'm at this little party. These females shit, they throw that shit on. The little right now songs I had. You know what I'm saying? Throw that shit on. This girl in that bitch, I ain't know her. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is. But I'm standing next to her. Why they playing the shit? And motherfuckers a little singing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they like I guess she ain't know who it was. You feel me? But motherfuckers in there singing it. You know what I'm saying? Some shit. So motherfucker they put like a little light on me or some shit and try to throw me a mic. But this one I was really like a little shy motherfucker, like, you know, like, so she like, damn, he gonna be rich as hell, what, damn, you know what I'm saying, like, and I'm like, damn, Joe, like, but at that point then, like, I didn't really like look at that shit like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but now like thinking back on this shit like, bro, that's crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got motherfuckers believing in you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
when I don't even believe in myself all the way.
Yeah, that's when it started with you, and you gotta be like, hey, shit, motherfuckers could really do this shit because I'm doing it.
For real. For real. And people, I think people don't understand like how like matter of fact, that's why now, ever since I started making music and shit, like I don't really try to say a motherfucker shit weak, you know what I'm saying? Because it's ears, like you say, it's ears for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like I might think that shit weak, and it's 10, 20, 30,000 motherfuckers that think that shit hard, you know what I'm saying?
Proven, like with that alone, like, cause it's like a couple famous motherfuckers that like their music I can't necessarily get down with, but they got a big following.
Exactly.
Like motherfuckers, like I don't know if you know, I got friends and shit who be listening to this nigga called Lil Peep and shit. I don't like his music, but that nigga got a big ass following. But it's like that just go to show that it's like like you feel me, motherfuckers can touch different types of people, and you don't necessarily have to be on the same shit that your town or your city on and shit like that.
But Sexy Red ass, she can't rap but for real, bro. But
she just a vibe. Bro.
Yeah,
like,
that's all
like,
she is.
The inner like ratchetness out of like females and shit. That's what I feel like. She just like. I honestly, if you want to know my real opinion, I feel like motherfuckers like Sexy Red and shit like that, they just go on the show that, I don't know, they want to be on the same pedestal as niggas, like, cause they could run it up the same way and shit like that. So like, I'll be saluting that shit, but like, I mean, I ain't finna bump up music, but at the same time, you feel me? She created that vibe from girls in the club to get that like confidence, like how like when we got salsa playing in the club and shit, that'd be like they little anthems and shit. So it's working for how she got it. Yeah, so she famous for a reason, shit. You know how to do that like appeal to the social media, rather like regardless of what she talking about.
Facts, man. I just gonna show you, like, man, just keep at your shit. You never know, you know what I'm saying? All this shit is divine timing. Like, when it's your time, you just gotta be ready. Type shit. And I be starting to think like, man, motherfuckers, your passion and shit, like that shit is not for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, type shit. You passionate with that shit for a reason, you know? So like, keep doing that shit. With this music shit, all this shit, it's hella days when you don't believe in yourself, but you just gotta keep going with this shit.
Everything is shit. Everything from like work, fucking, just like taking care of yourself, all that shit. It's, you gotta want to do it, and you gotta believe that you can do it. Cause a lot of this shit, trying to understand this shit on your own, it get hard, but like I say, it's like you gotta believe in yourself in order for other motherfuckers to believe in you.
Facts.
And that's like the biggest thing what I just be trying to promote now. That's why I be like making sure your mental health good, cause you can't be a nigga that's trying to like be an artist, trying to promote this certain thing and other people and like you not living by it.
Right.
Niggas gonna start looking at you and be like, oh, like, you making songs about getting out the mud and doing this, and that, but like, you presenting yourself like you being defeated.
Yeah, facts.
And that's why I have to learn in life, like, it's like, I gotta be stronger than what I was, because when you being an artist, no matter what you is, a barber, photographer, somebody looking up to you and like something that you doing, something that they can't. Right. So they gonna look up to you in a different light and expect you to have your shit together. So it's just like, now as an artist, I just try to like, I understand that shit more, because it's like, at first I always be trying to like vent and be like, shit, real thing was like, motherfuckers just always would be like, I'm not being heard. When I started just like putting the shit in the music, it's like I started feeling more heard. It's like, damn, like, even if motherfuckers here today, tomorrow, it's out there for a motherfucker to be like, okay, I see what they talking about, and I see and I feel it. So now I can like reason with them more.
Facts, bro. Fucking facts, man. I ain't gonna care. This shit, that's why I be saying, too, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucking, this art shit, this artist shit, this music shit, podcast and all this shit, like, even with this podcast and shit, like, I'm not fully, one thing about me, I ain't gonna cap, I ain't really no camera motherfucker. Well, I wasn't no camera type of guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, or picture type of guy, you know, so, motherfucker had to grow into that, you know, and then I'm finding myself in real life, and I feel like, once I started like finding myself in real life, like that's when shit started being better. Like my music started getting better. You know what I'm saying? And shit, you feel me? Like real talk.
You want your beers, J-Dot?
Yeah. The whole time this shit is long on base scheme though. You don't gotta say it too low though, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, bro. You feel me? Hey man, THL Mobile, man. Truth Honesty and Love Podcast. Mobile, man. We get mobile. We get active. You feel me? We on the go with it. You feel me?
I got 62.
Well, if it was on the motherfucker saying something?
Oh yeah, check.
Bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I fuck around, drop the whole interview today. You feel me?
Sure.
B, you gotta send me your links and shit too.
I got you.
What you gonna be on with?
Shit. You already know.
My music.
Love, Telly.
Telly.
Gotta go help the community real quick.
Yeah, facts. You ain't wrong. You is not wrong. Shit, I ain't gonna cap. I might tell Smoke slide tomorrow then.
Can he sit?
Yeah.
Talk for shit. I'm on definitely chopping, cook some shit up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? His little bitch ass. I ain't gonna cap. I got some. I got an interview with my ex. I'm still sitting on. I got another little. What the band, bro? Another little video I could drop. I fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Need to drop that soon. Right now I'm just building this shit. You know, like putting some shit.
I look over quick. That's one. And then, I'm sorry. Yeah. The Michael left. I'm gonna follow. A ver.
Hey, they gonna fuck with this, right? They gonna fuck with this.
Let's do it. I need to bring that shit down.
Hey, what's a good time for you tomorrow?
I get out of training at what time I get out at 3. So I'll be free like after like 5 or
I was thinking like 5, 7, 5, like 5. And B, I just got this job with the CTA.
For real?
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Let's do the little second chance program though. You know what I'm saying?
I've been trying to like, it's like why I ain't have no job and shit. And motherfuckers is on. I've been applying to like Amazon, but bro,
It takes so long, bro.
They was taking long, but then the thing is that when you get hired, so I got hired. I go like the other last week. I'm going up there and everything. I get on the bus. I leave out early and everything. The bus like it was saying like it was like out of service or some shit. So that shit made me late. Then another bus comes. That bitch not in service. Another bus comes. It comes, but they drop us off at a different stop type shit. So by the time I get to the place, they're already like, I get there. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to like, it's like send you, turn you down, cause class already started. I'm like, So this shit never end, bro. That's all I be like right now. Motherfuckers is going through like a real humbling period, cause this shit, it get hard out here, especially in this city too, cause hella shit. Rather motherfuckers lower than that, Chicago be fucking taxed as hell. This shit ain't no cheap city to live in. At all.
Bro. Hell nah, nigga. Fuck no, it's not. Shit is serious, bro. Okay. Eventually, I'm moving up out of this bitch, bro.
I be trying to get my BM to see that shit. I'm like, bro, this city, like, I love Chicago, don't get me wrong. I love it, but the thing is like, you will see in other cities, it's like way simpler living, like, and it don't cost as much to like live in other places than it is over here.
Right. You know? Nah, this shit is man. And then it's just like, man, this shit ain't even, you know, like, Chicago really could be a lit ass place for real, like, type shit, but
there's a lot of shit over here we gotta figure out. Lover, you gotta be as one before we could all ever take over. Cause it's like, that's how I be like this city, so like survival of the fittest. It's like everybody kind of be feeling like they doing shit on their own, and they can't get out of what they gonna get out of.
Yeah.
That's why you see like everybody be my game. It really could be everybody, cause everybody in the city got something that they can offer to the table.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Shit, Chicago really could be Atlanta and Houston. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, we got everything in this bitch. You feel me? It's just like, You can't go to a place without motherfuckers tweaking. You feel me? Too many motherfuckers got in there, they gonna tweak. You feel me? Like, it's just tweak, man. But I love the city. We love the city, man. We love the city. We just gotta do better.
202 viewers total.
Oh,
You gonna be busting, bro. I swear to God.
Huh?
That I would be busting. You can most definitely get a little fan base from that.
Bro, why I got on Kick the other day.
For real?
Hell yeah.
Put it back in it. I ain't been on the Kick since fucking middle school. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro.
Motherfucker used to be sending them fucking out. That's why I started getting the news from and everything in that bitch.
Hey, motherfuckers, I used to have motherfucking hoes sending pictures all through Kick. You feel me? All through Kick. Uvu, all that shit.
I don't mind this in my book. Go back again.
Can't let my dreams get away. I've been chasing all my dreams don't turn to nightmares. Bro. Can't let my dreams get away. Okay, that's why these next podcasts, bro, this shit finna start like making sense, you know?
Hey, all that shit going
You feel me?